Hello everyone. In this video we're going to learn about setting up a door access control system with PoE and the UPS. So first of all, what is a door access control? Well, you guys can take a look right here. This is the control panel, the motherboard of our door access control. You can see right here there are a lot of circuits right here, and this part is connected to one of these buttons, which will help us activate the door lock to let people out, open the door. And right here are two power cords that power the power for this whole motherboard and this lock. And this is a internet access point for us to connect to our network for data exchange, and this is where all the information is stored. Right here there are two parts that are not connected. These are connected to like fingerprint scanners or facial recognitions. And that's pretty much some basics of any kind of door access controls. These are most often seen in a lot of big buildings or companies when they have a strict policy of controlling the people who enter and exit the building. So these are commonly seen, and we have, like, you can see you need like facial recognition or fingerprints to enter the building. When you leave, it's much more easy. You can just like push this, click on it, and it should unlock the door, and you can just like push it out. So that's a door access control. And now about the PoE and the UPS. Well, PoE is power over Ethernet. On the motherboard, you can see we needed power, and there's an Ethernet cable port. Ethernet cable port means it has to connect to the internet sometimes for backup data or wireless accesses. In this case, power and internet are both required. So PoE is a very good solution to shoot two birds with one stone. Once you have PoE to this device, you don't have to figure out another way of providing power or internet separately. And PoE is really convenient because all we need is a device near our main network to provide the power and Ethernet. Usually we would have two choices because the PoE technology needs a power sourcing equipment, and we can have a network switch which has PoE enabled. That means it can provide power and data through that switch. Or if we have a regular router in the company or the building, we can use the PoE-Injektor to inject power to the Ethernet cable. So then power and data, which is PoE signal, can transmit through one cable, one output like this. So that is basically how we usually provide the PoE signals. And then, since we can see right here, this is quite unique because the power is provided here and the internet is needed here. So you can see, even though we can use PoE, but it seems when it reaches the door access control, it needs to be separated. So we would need a PoE splitter, which before it reaches the access control, so we can let the power and data provide to it separately. So this right here is a PoE splitter. You can see that the injector has an Ethernet cable connected here. This means the PoE signal travels all the way here. Once it travels here, it comes in at the PoE port, and then within it will separate the PoE signal to power and data. And right here, the power will come out, gets regulated here and provided to these devices, these parts, and then the data will be output from here. The data will be output from here, so we can provide internet to the door access control. So that's basically the setup. And what is the UPS for? The UPS stands for uninterrupted power supply. This means, sometimes when there's a fire emergency or a power blackout, if we lose power, then maybe we can't open the door anymore. And once we can't open the door, it would be a problem because everybody would be trapped in. With this UPS, we can have a few more minutes of extra power because there's power within. It's kind of like a battery pack, you can think, and it will allow us to use those last few minutes to access these devices and exit the building or do whatever we can. And the best part is, some electronics, when the power gets cut off, even for a slight second, it has to reboot. All the programs have to start over. It's going to take a while. And in emergencies, every minute, every second is precious, is valuable. So in UPS like this, even when we shut down the power, it will keep the whole system functioning without any interruption. Now I'll show you guys later. Well, I'm just gonna cut the power supply for this UPS, and you guys can see. As for the door locks, we also have these kind of magnets where when we connect to the store access control, these will automatically fit with the program, and whenever we lock the door, there's a bolt right here and it will pop out and kind of lock the door for us. And when we activate it, it will release the bolt and pull it back so we can open the door. It's a really common seen door lock. So now we can see that we have our router here. It provides our network data to our injector here. So then our injector will receive the data and then inject it with power, sending PoE signals out of this port. Once it goes through all the way here to this PoE splitter, you'll see that we have already the power connected. So now I'm going to connect another Ethernet cable here and connect it to the door access control. So now power and data is both provided. You guys can see that the link indicator is on. So how this works is whenever we push this green light is activated. This means the door is unlocked. Whenever I push it, it's unlocked. So then we can push open the door and exit the building. So it's really basic. So that is how, and now I'm going to cut the power for our door access control, and you can see that we can still activate it. So once I cut the power, you can see everything is still on. There's not a slight second where the indicators were shut off, and now I can still even access it. The green light's on, so that means the door is unlocked. Alright, that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to leave them at the section below. Thank you guys for watching today, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.